What's going on, fellas? How we doing today? Welcome to episode 8 of the Cut the Mic podcast, presented by True to Self. As always, it's myself, Braulio, with along my two fellow co-hosts, Eddie and Gio. What's going on, fellas?
Chillin', Braulio. Nice to hear from you again, and Eddie.
Yes, it's always nice to see you guys every week, 8 weeks
Yeah.
in, so... just real quick, as always, we're going to just, mention a few things. We're always live on Twitch, Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We have YouTube channels. We have TikToks, post content on there. Shout out Gio. Episode 7 is up on YouTube. Cut the Mic Podcast. We have a clip on Instagram, TikTok. Instagram page is cut_the_mic. Our TikTok is True to Self. Go check those out. Our social medias are there posted as well. Got to start mentioning that. It's our own personal Instagrams. Go give us a follow there if you'd like.
Yeah, show some love.
Yeah, fellas, without, further ado, let's get into it. So, how was y'all? We have a special guest today too. Mama was in the background sleeping, so. But how was y'all weeks? How did it go for you guys this week?
Start us off,
Eddie. Always going first. My week was a lot more relaxed. I feel as if the past 2, maybe 3 weeks before that has been out of control. Traveling to different places, getting a chance to, I don't know, just busy at work, busy traveling. So it's good to get back into my routine, streaming, gym, being able to reach some of my goals. Like, I feel like I wasn't able to do that as much. So yeah, we have some new music. I know we'll talk about it soon enough, but so far so good. Nice, relaxed, back on it.
Check.
I am tired, Adrian. I really am. But I'm gonna cheer up. I'm gonna cheer up. Don't worry.
I was gonna say, Chad's saying you're looking tired, but I think
I need a pick me up. I think I am.
You're zen.
Okay.
You're zen right now.
I'm zen right now. Yeah. I need a nap, but nah.
Yeah.
How about y'all? How's y'all week?
Well, just luckily I was able to take a nap today. I got out of work at 4, so
Nice.
got my nap. But work's been ass, so my week's been pretty ass. We're definitely gonna be looking for a new job. My sister gave me told me to apply to this place at the airport, this restaurant at the airport, like a different one that they work at.
Okay.
So maybe that'll be a job I can get soon, but still looking for like a job, that I can have fun at. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
The grind continues.
A lot of Valorant, a lot of Valorant, but yeah.
Yeah, y'all been playing like every night.
Damn near.
Yeah.
It feels like, I think, almost every night this week. Which is
Yeah, I caught the bug to try to get better, so
Nice.
it's a cheap way to stay home and just play video games, and I don't know. And we stream, so it's not too bad.
Good luck in your job search. I'm sure it'll work out. Just keep going.
I hope so too.
But I'm gonna just share a quick story about my week before we get into things. But my week was same old work. Had a little bit of some celebration in the middle of the week. There was the company I work for turned 100 this week.
whoa.
Yeah, centennial birthday. So we had a holiday party on Wednesday.
Nice.
And NPC Braulio decided to step out, go to a corporate party, have some fun. And yeah, it was cool. It was at the you guys know the MGM, the new Fenway venue? Well, newish, I guess, at this point. It's where we went
I'm not familiar.
I think when we went to go see Nav. I forgot who was there.
Oh, right.
You know,
So
it's not us.
right across from Fenway.
Yeah, it's like
Park.
it's like on Lansdowne. It's right at the end. It's across
Yeah.
the bowling alley, Jillian's.
Yeah.
Lucky
Go to
Strike.
place.
Yeah, it was held there, so which is not that far
Nice.
from where I work in office. So yeah, corporate party. It was just fun. It was a lot of just networking, I guess, as you would say, and they had Kool and the Gang performing as a band. Are you guys familiar with Kool and the Gang?
Never heard of it.
Old. That's not like the first rap group.
That's
ever.
what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Yeah,
cat
so
in the hat bounces off the track.
So Kool and the Gang is a band back from like the 70s or 80s. I might be wrong, but back in the day, they have some hits. You might know that one song that it's called Celebration. It goes like
Ah.
Celebration.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Da-na-na-na. You know that song?
We
No.
like
That's what I was
celebration.
thinking
Oh,
of.
maybe that one. Okay, maybe it's that
Is it
one.
is it that
I don't
one?
know. I just know I didn't stick long enough to hear their hits because I didn't know half the song that was playing half the time. But
Celebrate good times.
yeah,
Come on.
I think
Du-
it,
du-
it
du-
might it
du-
might have been that one.
du-
But
du- du.
I think I was told that's them, Cool in the Gang. So, and I only
Sorry,
Like,
they're going around.
right?
They're going
Listen.
around the
So,
country
like,
singing that song.
listen.
How many times can you sing it?
I bring it up because I think it's a nice segue to our main topic eventually, which has to do with generational divides and just generations. But yeah, it was definitely apparent that in the 100 years, that a lot of the employees the company I work for, are of an older generation. So they were definitely appealing to an older generation there because myself
fair.
and some of my other coworkers who were around my age had no idea who this band was, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was just fun. I just thought I'd share that. But yeah, it was cool, and I actually decided to drink a bit. I had some wine.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was cool.
It's
But
The
elegant.
cap is unleashed.
no, well, it got bad because right, the plan was just one glass, and then I was like two max. But then the second time I went, the bartender, she filled the cup nearly to the brim, and then from that point, it was like a third was inevitable. So safe to say, I got drunk that night, and I went to work hungover the next morning, and just
That's
another
crazy.
just another reminder why I don't drink anymore. So it's good. I won't
The
be
old
Too
ladies
drinking.
old,
got you.
huh?
Yep,
Yeah.
I won't be drinking for a long while now, and my birthday's like in a week. So
I feel like you said that last time, and then here you are.
yeah, but like
No,
the last time I had
it's
a
different.
when
Gotta
we
let 'em
went
rock.
out for C/Gio's birthday, I had a couple of drinks then, but that was like
Oh
the,
yeah,
the
that's,
last time, so and that was only a little bit, so I don't know.
I've actually been cutting down my drinking too. I think
Yeah.
it's definitely something to be mindful for.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
not saying there's nothing wrong with drinking. Go ahead, have your
Yeah.
fun, but that night just yeah, it was fun, but I didn't get nothing too crazy, but just wanted to share
Yeah.
that. So yeah, the company I work for is 100 years old, which kind of think about it is kind of impressive, but whatever, corporate America. Back to NPC living from this point forward. But let's move on. Let's talk about we have some interesting topics today, and I have a lot of shit to say. So literally a lot of shit talking to say. So let's start off with the album, Future's new album, which came out. It came out last night, right, or this morning? I believe
Midnight,
midnight.
Friday.
Yeah. Um, We Don't Trust You, Future and Metro. Let me say Future and Metro's album. Let me not be disrespectful. Their album just dropped. And yeah, I just want to see what any general thoughts on the album, if you guys have listened to it.
I'll go first. I think I wanted to talk about it just because I'm a very big Future fan. I think that
Problematic.
it's he's not even problematic. I feel like if you listen to him, he's a simp, like downright at the end of the day. I think he has some
Drake's a
problematic tendencies in real life, but
The dude got like
overall,
8 baby mamas.
he's a trick, bro. It is what it is. You feel me? Like it comes with the territory. I suppose.
Wow.
That's a lot of kids. But
It is a lot of kids.
That's a lot of women. A lot of women to deal with.
A lot of women to deal with, indeed. I don't know how he does it. More power to him. But I guess separate the man from the music, as you like to say. I think this album is another banger. I think Metro, I think Zaytoven was on a few of them. It was really nice to hear. I think overall it's a classic. I want to say classic, but it's a good Future album, I think that a lot of diss and sneak disses going on right now. He brought out a Kendrick feature, a few good features. He paid homage to Thug, so it was good. It was a good album. I'm excited for his solo album, or I'm sure he'll have like Metro on that one too. But it's good, real solid. Overall, as an album, I think 17 songs flew by. It's another album that's gonna carry you in the gym, or you could listen to it on a ride somewhere. It's a pre-game trap music before work, or at least that's what it was for me while I was doing some work. So it was good.
Just
I don't know.
just in the
Just trust me.
car, 7 in the morning, on your way to your office job, and just
I
bumping
guess
trap
you're
music.
right. Trust me. Like I was going through the Excel sheets today. Thanks to Future, just bumping through like easy.
Do you have
Yeah,
you had a chance to listen to it?
I listened to a little bit of it, and then I obviously listened to the diss track with Kendrick. But I feel like with Future, um, probably after like the Future album or whatever, I don't really listen to like his full albums, but I'll probably wait for like the bumping songs or whatever, because I like Future. Like when he has a good song, is good. But I feel like listen to an album, I feel like he has a lot of songs where it's just like a Future song, and then it's just you know what I mean. But then sometimes he'll have like a different, because he's just made music so long now. Like it's just
Yeah.
you know what I mean. He made so much music so long, so it's just like when he has a different flow and he finally catches something different, then it's like it's fire. And then I'll listen to those songs. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad Metro's making albums with people and stuff, and
Yeah.
yeah,
No, yeah.
Metro's the goat.
We'll get into the rap beef side of things in a moment here, but full transparency, I haven't listened to the full thing yet. I've caught a few of the songs, obviously some of the diss tracks that we've been talking about, some of those verses, those songs. But I'm with Edmund. I've been a Future fan a long time. Him and Metro did their thing on Purple Rain all those many years ago in high school.
Crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to Purple Rain.
Yeah,
So,
that
8 years
album,
ago, bro. Like what?
that album, still every now and then I'll pop it on, listen to the whole thing, and just feel some type of way. It brings me back. So I'm very excited to listen to this full album. I agree with Edmund. I think this is going to be a perfect album to like work out to in the gym, or if you're in your little office setting and you need an escape from it, just put on some headphones, put on this album, and just bump to it. So yeah, I'm excited to listen to it. But I do want to still talk about the diss tracks, because obviously that's a big part of all this. So we can go in many ways here, but we want to focus on just the particular track right now, or do we want to talk about the overall beef that's going on?
talk about
Like
all
both.
of it.
I mean, yeah.
All right, well, what do you guys got to say? I mean, are we going to start with Kendrick's verse, or because there's a lot going on. This is beyond just Kendrick. This is Kendrick, Future, Metro, all parties involved, pretty much. Like, we're in for a ride. I keep seeing TikTok saying, like, I guess this is like Kendrick staking the flag in the floor and just like it's war now, like it's civil war. Like this is the rap civil war. Apparently, that's what people keep saying.
Well, I just want to say that I'm glad Kendrick is stirring up the pot. You know what I mean? I feel like rap always needs that. Like it's all about the rap beefing and the sneak dissing, and because yeah, it can't just all be buddy buddy, even though we know it's not buddy buddy. So it's nice to see a little controversy and shots fired. And no subliminals though. Like you said, fuck the subliminals.
Straight up, just straight up
Yeah.
talking
Fuck
shit.
the big three. It's just
Yeah.
big me. Yeah. That was a bar.
Oh.
Yeah. What else?
Nah, I mean, yeah, Kendrick's verse alone, there was no hiding it. It was, the line you just said, the bar you just said, Edmund. There was another bar talking about J. Cole. It was like Sticks, and he referenced Andre 3000. Apparently that one was just crazy. Like it's a crazy bar if you understand it, but it's just like a direct shot to J. Cole. And then he mentioned something about all the dogs. He mentioned it many times, just shots directly to Drake and J. Cole. Kendrick was not messing around. He prefaced the verse saying, I decided to choose violence today. Like,
Yeah.
like you said, Gio, it's just straight, no subliminals. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's well documented how Metro feels about Drake. There's been rumors about Future and Drake, their relationship. So it's just like all this going on. I agree with you, Giovanni. It's good for the rap game. I don't know. Things like this always make me wonder how calculated any of this is. I hope it's all natural. You don't want it to be anything more than just natural beef, but
But they definitely Metro definitely called Kendrick up, or Kendrick probably called him up, I know you You got problems with Drake. It's time to join forces. Like,
right, like let's get in on this.
Because Metro was tweeting about it. Like, he wasn't throwing subliminals either. Like,
Yeah.
Metro is about like direct beef. Like, he was
Yeah.
tweeting about it. He was like, saying stuff, and Kendrick said it on the track too.
That's what I'm saying. It's documented what's been going on here. So it's like,
Yeah.
I want. I mean, everyone's saying like Drake has to respond. Like Drake, like expect a response within the next 2 weeks. Like it's going to happen.
You know, I feel like I don't know, bro. Like I think they always. Kendrick, this is not the first time where Drake hasn't responded. Like I feel as if he can to Kendrick at least. And I think it's kind of funny that they've been sending subliminals, but then once Kendrick actually responds, there's never a full-fledged, like, I want an ether verse or like an ether like song from Drake and J. Cole. Like I want to see total chaos, total war. There are jokes where it's just like Jid has to come at Baby Keem now and stuff like that. I want to see it. Like I feel as if we haven't had like a true rap beef in a minute where it's like, because if you think about it, I feel like the last time, well, I mean, Drake and Push have been going back and forth with each other, but it's not the same. Like I feel like we need something actually big.
That's calm
it's
now,
like,
yeah.
It's like it means like I need people who are like at the top of the top. You know what I'm saying? Like how it's like started. Like I know it started way before that, but like Tupac and Biggie, Jay-Z and Nas, like like something where it's just like if these are the best of our generation, then we need to see them go at it. And like I feel as if like they've been teasing it for so long, and I'm just glad that. Put all that aside, especially with J. Cole, who is my favorite rapper. Like I need him to, especially with his album coming out. Like I'm excited for it. I think it's good. It's no more buddy buddy. I feel as if it's time to see who the best is. Like there's nothing wrong with competition, and there's nothing wrong with just trying to come at each other. I think it brings the best out of everybody. So we need it, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, the listeners, us, we're the winners here, because like you said, the competition will breed just better and better diss tracks. Like these are bars that are coming out. It's not just them like.
Also, I'll say it's on a good beat too. Like Metro picked a good beat.
Yeah.
Wayne rapped on it too, so that's why I know that beat. I was like, well, Metro spiced it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's the same beat. Like it's an old school beat. I don't know what the actual song's called, but
yeah.
No, yeah. So it's just. That's what I'm saying. Like Drake has to respond. Like I don't know. Like J. Cole might take his time. I feel like J. Cole is a little bit more calculated. I'm not saying he won't respond. He'll definitely respond. J. Cole won't take that slight. Like he knows what he's capable of, and I'm excited to hear that. But I feel like Drake, who always entertains beef, will always typically respond. I mean, him and Pusha, he didn't really say much, but I feel like in this case, I don't know, man. I feel like Drake gotta say something. I think you gotta say something.
I feel like it's hard though, because it's like if you decide to battle against Kendrick, like you gotta be ready.
You gotta come with heat.
Yeah.
Like you can't punk him like Meek Mill. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like,
like
you gotta come. Like Pusha. Technically, there was a point where Pusha kind of put Drake in his place for a minute, and then everyone.
The Adenon, story Adenon, whatever.
Yeah,
it's the same. I think it's kind of weird. It's like how it's like Meek probably like out rapped him in their rap beef, and like he's technically lost that. It's the same way where like Drake probably out rapped Pusha, but he won the battle because of like the shock factor of it, So it's just like I'm interested to see like where this goes.
Wait, you're saying Pusha, Drake won or Pusha won?
Pusha won technically because of like the shock of like he exposed his son.
He exposed his son to the that's how we all found out he had Adonis.
And like he was stirring, like what I'm saying, like it's like it had him stirring and stuff like that. But I would say like Drake probably had like in terms of like just thinking about the bars and just like going at it from that perspective, like he probably won. And it's just like the same way Meek Mill had better bars, and it was just like the showmanship of it. Drake ended up winning that part of it. So.
Nah, but you killed away. Is this the world tour or your girls tour?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was all part of it. It still had bars,
destroyed.
But it was just over with. And like back to back, and like it was just like all these things. But, like I'm wondering, is it like gonna be more of a showmanship type of battle, or like they're gonna go for bars and like,
I think
make sure both, or it just like goes for Oh, I don't know.
I think they go in bar for bar. I mean, when you're claiming best ever in the game, or not best to ever do it, but best in the game right now, and Kendrick just laid those bars, Drake has to come with heat. Like, showmanship is part of it. I won't disagree with that. But Drake got to come with bars. And you know J. Cole's coming with bars. Like, that's out of the question. You know.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
I'm not worried about that. I mean, J. Cole's also not really that much of a showman. So, like, I don't really see J. Cole coming in and doing something crazy showmanship-wise. But I think this is, like, you know, bars. Like, they have to come with heat. Like, Drake has to respond with some heat.
But I have a question real quick. Do you think it's like Kendrick is fighting for the top spot for like a, you know, like a pride thing, or he actually doesn't like these guys, or like, you know what I mean? Is it just Kendrick like sharpening his tool and like trying to battle, or he's?
I think it's Kendrick saying, "Fuck all of y'all. Like, I'm the best. Like, until y'all show me I'm not, like, you know, it's just like I'm him, and you gotta respect it. Like, I have to respect that for real. So, like, I'm not mad at it at all, and I think it's good. It's like we have to think about it this way. Like, it's Future's album, but Kendrick is like the main talking point for a lot of this stuff. You know, It's just like he just has that effect on people, or it's just like he's just saying that this is me. You know, just like his Control verse. It's like, I don't know. But that's a different conversation. He never does it on his own music.
But that's why I brought it up, though. That's why I brought it up.
Kendrick is an artist. Kendrick's an artist.
He be fighting, bro. He be coming at people, so it's not like
Kendrick.
You know, even if you don't necessarily know, he's coming at you.
Kendrick's an artist, so he keeps it off his albums. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, bro, like,
he wants you to know.
I'm not gonna lie, like it's difficult because these three are obviously three of the best in the game. Everyone can universally agree that three of the best rappers. Like, as a Drake fan growing up, and now his hater, I've turned on Drake. You know.
Oh God.
You know, it's just like, I don't know. I'm kind of happy to see this. Like, I'm glad Kendrick called him out because, like, I've been saying it, and it's just validating. It's like, you see, I was able to see through Drake's bullshit, and I need people to understand that, you know, like it's nothing like I'm not trying to sound like a complete hater because I still listen to Drake's music. I'm not saying like I don't listen to his music. And as I said, I'm excited for him to respond, and I'm going to listen to his response. Yeah, but I won't lie. Out of the three, like, Kendrick is probably my favorite at the moment. You know, I love J. Cole. You know, Edmund, yeah. I know you're a big J. Cole fan. I love J. Cole, but out of the three, I think I just listen to Kendrick's music the most. So it's gonna be fun. It's entertaining, like we've been talking about. Like, it's gonna be fun to see, and everyone's hyping it up. Like you said earlier, like now people are expecting Jid or anyone from Dreamville to come at Baby Keem, you know, Kendrick's little cousin. Like, I'd be mad funny to see. Like, I want to see that. That's like, it's like what are the fights before the heavyweight battles? Like
the welterweight or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like the little
undercards.
Yeah, it's like the undercard.
The main event.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I want to see it. I don't care. It could be like weak bars. It could be like, just bring the showmanship up. You know, just make it happen. I think that'd be fun.
Dreamville versus TD versus OVO. Like, let's see what happens.
But then you have
Who does Drake have as like rappers though? Like, I feel like there aren't that many OVO rappers. It's mainly like R&B singers or like.
You got fucking Smiley, bro.
Yeah, party next door. You got Party Next Door.
He's not rapping though. Like, it's gonna be Smiley versus Jid versus Baby Keem, bro. Like,
if that's what OVO got, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just Drake.
People are relying on Dreamville, really. It's Dreamville, Drake versus TDE, and then, I mean, let's not forget, like, this is on Future and Metro Boomin's album. We know the beef between Metro and Drake. Future and Drake have had a crazy relationship over the years. Like, everyone's still waiting on What a Time to Be Alive 2. And then this happens. Exactly. And then this happened. Like,
something definitely happened. Like, for Future to even allow that verse, something happened where it's just like,
I heard apparently there was
fake, bro.
There was something about Drake stealing someone's girl. I don't know the full details. This is just something I saw. And then they're
Apparently,
saying that might have been it. That might
Well,
have been
they're
it.
too grown for all that. I don't know, man.
They're fighting
It's
over a
just-
girl at like
It's an
40 years
ego thing or
old.
something. Yeah.
Like
It's like,
Future,
and they can get all the girls in the world, so it's not even like, or
Like-
like any girl they want. So it's
like Future don't already have enough women to be concerned about. You know, he's worried about the one that Drake took. So
I don't even think Drake took. I think Pluto is like apparently the song "What Will Pluto Do" was like that was a diss. Like we thought it was like him paying like respect and love, but apparently it was just a diss this whole time. So it's just like
I
it's
think
not
also
even like Drake stole her. It's just like he's messing with her too. But
I feel like
just
also
Pluto
like
did it.
these are all sneak disses, and that's why this beef arose. I feel like because like on first person shooter, which you know Kendrick references, everyone was thinking on that song. Like that song was like, oh my god, this is so great. J. Cole had one of the best verses on Drake's album
Yeah.
alone on that song, and on that song you think like, okay, he's paying homage to the big three, like it's me, Kendrick, and Drake, and no one else. Kendrick felt some type of way about it, and he's like, no, it's me. And then y'all, like,
yeah.
I just think that's just so, like, I don't know, like, Kendrick is just, to answer your question earlier, Gio, like, I think Kendrick just thinks he's really the best in the game and no one is on his level, like, and that's okay to feel that way. I want him to feel that way, you know?
Okay. I see it.
And I think also, like, it's interesting, this is an earlier point you guys made, like, you know, it's fun to have this kind of beef. People don't always have to be buddy. I feel like we've lost that in entertainment in this today's world and today's generation. Like everyone's just trying to be friends and stuff. Like no, you don't have to like everyone. You're not meant to like everyone.
But also, sorry to cut you off.
No, it's fine.
Go ahead. Sorry, but it just because you just reminded me. Like lately, I've been thinking like in rap, like we haven't had a classic. We haven't had beef, and we haven't even had like a classic song where artists come together, like a Stay Scheming or like a Swagger Like Us or like a like even fucking Problems. Like that was the last. I don't even know. Like maybe there might be another one. But like,
Damn, nah, I get what you're saying. Like
you know what I mean? We haven't had a song like that in a minute either, though. Like where it's just like it's just a classic, like the top artists come together and make a song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I've been thinking about the rap meme. But
I feel like there's like a lack of top artist. Like I mean, like the only like thing I could think of is like I don't know. It's like Gunna, Future, and Thug all having a song. Like they've done it before. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like there is no. I think there's a lack of the top all together coming. There is like no top. There's just like
because the
a
Ghost
bunch
is still
of-
alive.
yeah,
Like
like there's also like
Jay-Z, Wayne, all them, they're still alive. So
that's what I'm saying. But there's also like a bunch of like I feel as if we have a lot of stars, but there aren't any superstars that are like in this generation, if that makes sense. Like for example, like J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick, they were all superstars, and now we have a bunch of like individual stars of like, you know, Lil Baby, Gunna, like, and just other people coming up as well. So it's just like I don't know, it's hard.
I'm blaming TikTok. This TikTok artists, and they blow up, and it's just like, but they're not like super famous. Like,
I mean, they're
radio.
famous. Like obviously, like they're famous in like their own way, and like they're like,
But they're not like
Honestly,
radio famous, so that's like where you want to be at in terms of like to get into that level. So
It's all about streams now. Streaming views, streams views.
yeah, it's just I think that's what hurts it too. Like,
I mean,
'cause if an artist was popping, they'll be on the radio. So like in the air.
yeah.
this is a good like allude to our next conversation about generational. But I think to answer to kind of Tedman's point, like the last generation, they're still very much running the game. I don't think we've had that one artist from a newer generation to come out and claim to be like the next Drake, the next Kendrick, the next J. Cole. Like we're still waiting on that. Not saying that won't come. That will certainly come. These guys will eventually fade out. But right now, especially with this beef, these guys are making their claim that they're not going anywhere anytime soon, and I'm here for it all year, so, and beyond. And hopefully, like, maybe YSL gets involved. Who knows? Young Thug.
They
Let
don't
him get out of
beef,
jail, bro. Let him get out.
Like-
Let him get out, bro. Don't worry about them thugs. Move on,
Like
please.
they ain't no rap beefs with them. Like I feel like they don't make music to it's
To
I don't know.
beef.
That's it's just like stunting music to make you feel fly or like
Nah,
I don't know.
see,
Like it's not
entertaining.
it's not no rap beef. I mean it's still entertaining. Like
Well,
it's-
Young Thug had beef with YF and Lucci, so he was throwing secrets and stuff.
See,
But it,
so,
you know.
It's
because remember,
But
like,
that's more of like an Atlanta thing. I don't think he's a
yeah,
rap.
but
He's
I was
with
also saying, like,
rappers.
remember, like, what, like
Leave him the game.
Young Thug has a relationship with Drake. Like, they have music together. Drake has put on Baby. Drake has put on other members of YSL. Like, I'm just interested
Yeah,
to
so
see, like, maybe just Young Thug has something to say about it. Like, I don't know, like, and obviously he has music with Future and Metro. Like, it just
that's his Atlanta. Like
exactly. So it's
that
but
goes
that's
just
deeper
just
than
Atlanta
Drake.
as a whole.
I know,
Yeah.
I know,
It goes
but
deeper.
I just want to see, like, maybe he has something to say about it. People are saying pick a side. I want everyone to pick a side. I want y'all to pick a side. What side are you guys standing on this beef?
I'm with Future, bro.
You with
And
Future?
and Kendrick, bro. Especially Kendrick.
Let's
Like, I like Kendrick.
hear
Well,
Edmund
I like
because
both.
Edmund loves J. Cole.
I'm with J. Cole. I'm not gonna lie.
He's with
Like,
J.
I
Cole
think-
and Drake.
Can we get some
J.
booze
Cole.
in the chat, please?
Literally.
With J. Cole and Drake.
I'm
That's
with,
the thing. I think I wanna separate. I wanna make a separate delegation where it's J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick. They all solo dolo in this, you know. But we gonna see, bro.
I'm with Gio. I'm standing with Kendrick. I also like. Well, you could say it's Drake and Future. Arguably, it's Drake and J. Cole. Arguably, it's Kendrick and Future. Like,
My God, Drake cannot catch a break. I feel like he's in a beef all the time, bro. Like
Yeah,
every
at the
other
top,
week
bro.
it's somebody
Yeah.
new, bro. Like God.
Yeah, at the
damn,
top,
bro.
and it sounds like he's doing some dumb shit and worrying about women. So
It's so crazy. Like literally every week is someone new, like trying to like comfort him. Like,
Drake, listen, man. I'm telling you, it's been a long time coming. I'm not surprised he's at this point. So, I don't know, but I think it's an opportunity for them to just, like you said, come out the other side better from this. Like, I don't know. For some reason, I'm thinking of the Wire quote where it's like, if you come for the king, you better not miss. That's how I feel
I
like
watched the episode.
that should be all their mentalities right now. If you're coming for the king, you best not miss. So,
damn, you're setting up another Wire reference for our later topic.
oh, really? Okay, cool. I don't know, but anything else to say on the album or this beef? Because we've been talking about this for a while. We can keep going, but I just think it's fascinating.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah,
And the next day.
it'll be
I'm
fun.
excited. I think we'll get more music in the upcoming weeks, and we'll talk about it some more. I'm sure.
Yeah, and I will listen to this album in full. I'll get back to you guys on the podcast on what I think about the album as a whole, and I honestly just can't wait till Kanye joins, because how Kanye, he's a wild card. This motherfucker's whichever side he picks with, which will most likely be Kendrick and all them, because him and Drake. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
that might be the losing side.
I'm definitely not going on that side. So.
And I'm Kanye's number one fan, and I'm telling you right now, you get him on your side, that's a losing side. Like,
Wait, what? That's the losing side?
That's crazy.
That's the losing
I
side,
was not
bro.
expecting that from you. Bro.
That's the losing side, bro. Kanye will just somehow make it all about him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Very true.
But all right, cool. Let's move on to the our main topic for today, which is kind of about generations and generational divides. And honestly, I was excited for this week's episode because I just feel like I got a lot of shit to say. I got a lot of shit to talk. So I don't know. I don't want to start it off this time. Jill, let's start with you. Anything you want to share with generational divides? Or just the generations these days? I'm talking mainly boomers, Gen Xers, Gen Zers, millennials, and whatever the new generation's called.
Yeah. When you told me about the topic, I definitely thought about like how since probably probably sounds old fashioned, but when the internet came or whatever, I feel like it sped up the generations changes like way faster now. So like I feel like whatever our parents were, like they had a longer generation. They lived through that like lifestyle for way longer, and then now I feel like a lot of things are changing way faster. Like we would be like, oh, you guys remember this, and then like a young kid's not even gonna remember it, but it's only like 10 years old, but it makes you feel mad old and stuff. So that's my broad start for this.
I know what you mean, because even like I feel like when I meet people who are maybe just like 3-4 younger than me, I feel like there's even a separation in just 3-4 years, and I'm like, we're the same generation.
Yeah.
Technically, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm right on the we're all right on the cusp of, we were early Gen Z, very early on Gen Z. So when I meet someone a few years older than me, they're technically millennials, but they're late millennials. So it's like it gets weird with the timing, but it's like we should have a lot more in common than we actually may have in common. And to me, that always sticks out because I'm like, we're only like 2-3 years apart, but it's definitely interesting.
Definitely.
So, anyway, you got anything to share about generations these days, or any division going on?
I think it's so weird that I like the points you brought up, or both of you brought up, that I think with the internet and just like a whole lot of different things, I feel as if it gives the ability to be able to connect with each other more, but I feel like we're so far separate now, and it just doesn't make any sense.
Mhm.
I think with our age, I feel like we're in a sweet spot being able to understand the youngins a little bit more, but still be able to have some form of, not all of the adults respect fully, just because like we're not fully there yet, whether it be in our careers or just anything in general with just life. So I think it's just like trying to find that balance and just being able to understand where everyone's coming from, but we just can't do it for some reason. And
Yeah.
it sucks, I guess. I don't know. And I think I might sound a little ageist here, but I think some old folks just gotta let the new blood come in and just, let things rock the way it is. It's the Wire reference, the old days. Thing about the old days, the old days, and it's time to let the new folks come in. And I don't know, it's just like I just don't ever want to be an old head and not be able to let the young generation or the next generation rock. And like I feel as if it's just like it's hard for some of these folks, but it's sometimes you just gotta let it rock.
It happened so fast.
It happens so fast, and like I know, like even I don't know, like I'm very big on paying it forward and just paying it to the next generation. I've had amazing mentors in my life in a lot of different spaces, and I think it's just, even some of them haven't even gotten their chance to shine because it just takes so long for these old heads to move on from positions of power in many different places. So I think I don't know. It's unfortunately going to have to be, the change is going to have to start with us. But by the time we get the power, we might not want to pass it on to the younger folks. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if that's a generational divide thing or if it's just not wanting to pass up power and a lot of different things.
I'm glad you said that because this is where I want to talk my shit, and I'm calling them directly out. Fucking baby boomer generation. The Gen Xers, the generation right after the boomers, not as bad. I guess my general thing that I wanted to share regarding this conversation is like, I like the point that you say that once we become the older generations and we're kind of the ones in power, I feel like things will still be, we're going to keep it lit. Like, we understand we were young once and we understand where these youngings are coming from. We might not agree on everything, but we will be more accepting and more willing to, move on with the changes that are going on in the world. I feel like right now we're stuck in a spot where it's like boomers are just stuck in their old ways and refuse to move on with this world, to advance. Like, I hate to say it, but it's like, y'all just gotta go. Like, y'all really just gotta go, because like the world wasn't the way it was 30 years ago, and I'm sorry that that's the case, but we're in a new spot now. Like, we need to move on. And that has to do with like technology. I'm talking like technology and just way of thinking, and I just like the point that you say, Edmund. Like, once they give up the power in the next generation, like I feel like Gen Xers are a lot more understanding. They may not be all the way there, not like millennials, but they're at least a step above boomers. And then once the millennials and the Gen Zers come in the picture, I think it's wraps. Like, we'll finally be there. We'll finally have full understanding. Like, obviously things won't be perfect, but we'll get rid of the old generation that just can't even use a damn computer. Like, I'm sorry that that's the case. I understand you didn't grow up with it, but it's like, bro, like, come on. Like, everything's digitized now, and you got to move with the time sometimes. And I know that I'm young, and I could be saying that in like 30 years.
Well, I will say you're very survival of the fittest guy.
Yeah, like it's just,
you definitely are, bro.
It's just like you gotta
survival of the fittest, bro.
You gotta move with the times, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you can keep it old school. Like, I like to think I'm an old soul at times, right? I like old fashioned things, but that's also with the knowledge and knowing that, all right, I understand how the world works, and I understand how I have to move in this world. So it's like, if you can't keep up with that, that's on you. That's a personal decision you're making. You can't be mad at the world for that. You can't be mad at the world for that. And I feel like that's what I wanted to talk about. Like, so many boomers be mad at the world, and I'm just like, you should be mad at yourself. You made that decision. I'm sorry, but like, you saw what was coming. There's no way you didn't. That's like just me. I mean, you could stay ignorant to things, but you know.
Yeah, I think what a lot of it is just change, and it's happening so fast. So for them, it's like they remember a time where shit costs like $1 and blah blah blah. You can get this and that, and then money's going up, everything's going up, and then guys are painting their nails and this and that, and girls are.
But how does that bother? How does that bother? I don't know what does that do to you?
It doesn't. No. Well, for them, I feel like
that's what I'm saying. Like, what does it do to them?
Don't like change. Like they miss the times where this was like this and this is like that, and they just have no, like, their brain can't fathom like a changing world.
Like,
that we do most of the things through computers.
Like, growing up for us, like, we didn't really see all that. I mean, sure, computers were a thing. We didn't have iPads and stuff. Like, like, we didn't see like guys painting their nails or whatever the case may be. But we're in a spot now where that's more and more prevalent. And I don't know, at least the way I think about it, it's just like, yeah, the world's changing. It is what it is. I'm gonna keep doing me, but I'm gonna stay relevant. I'm gonna keep up. I'm gonna understand that,
To be fair though, I think we are the last perfect generation. Like, we are the perfect generation.
We're the perfect generation.
Like,
no, we are. Because we got literally once the internet, like, once we got into the digital age, like, it's over. Like, you can't go back.
That's what I'm saying.
And we were before that just a little bit. Not like, I mean, there was obviously digital stuff, but like before the Google, like we experienced a little bit of that and gathered like the information from the old heads from that time. So we have that, old knowledge, and we have the new wave and stuff like that where we can adapt to like TikTok, and we can adapt to, other things and stuff. Like, we have literally like a perfect mesh that nobody else will have. Like,
that's what I mean? True. I get what you're saying.
If you're 98, 99, 97, or like 96 maybe, like you're right there. Like,
that's true. I remember
that's Gen Z.
Like, in 6th grade, I was using MapQuest to, like, I had to print out directions to get somewhere.
To get to Eduardo's house, like, I had to, my first time, bro. I printed out fucking.
That's what I'm saying.
But then by 8th grade, it was just like there was like a phone where I could help me get there. So it's just like the transition to that, or even like freshman year, like 3 years later. I get what you're saying. So like I used to use MapQuest to get to. I used to play soccer in middle school. So it was just like getting there and just having to do that. So I get what you're saying. The divide.
Yeah, we were very don't get it twisted. I understand. I recognize we were very fortunate. The time that we grew up in, we were able to see this transition, so that makes it a lot easier for us. And I know the older generations didn't have that, and they lived a certain lifestyle for so long. But with that being said, we don't live in a perfect world, and we're all still figuring it out. The younger generations, where this is all going to lead, and there's many uncertainties that are ahead of us, but we at least need to keep an open mind to what can happen. Just shutting yourself and just being like, no, I don't like this. I just want to how it used to be when I was in middle school. Like, no one's here for that. Like, I don't know. That's my general beef with boomers and some of Gen Xers. Like, they just be so hard-headed, and I just don't understand it. Like, I could be hard-headed too. Like, I don't know. That's my beef with them. So talking about rap beef, generational divides, like, it's just, and I say this because I do deal with them at work sometimes, and it's just like, man. And obviously I just told you guys, like, company party, dealing with older generations, and it's just like, man, you just look around and you're just like, just hoping and waiting for the next generation to come and step in, like you say, and take power. Because, yeah, it's just I don't know. I thought it was just interesting. So that was what I wanted to talk about. I want to talk shit.
Fuck the old
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I mean, I could easily talk nonsense about the younger generations, but I feel like we've done that in the past and whatever. We were all young and
Yeah,
dumb
what
once.
Key was saying too in 2002, using books until like the 6th grade. I'm assuming it's like MapQuest or something. So.
Yeah, my sister's 2002, and I feel like we had like she shares a couple of the summer like obviously like we watch old TV shows, like we share that and stuff like that. And then I feel like even TV shows now, like kids TV shows is whack. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, obviously it doesn't appeal to me anymore, but I just feel like in terms of how they carry it and how they push it, they don't really push
Yeah.
like how we push SpongeBob. Like nobody like we,
Whoa,
you know what I mean?
whoa.
SpongeBob is like impossible to beat. So
I gotta cut you off just because you named a Nickelodeon show. Have you been hearing what's been going on with like all
Oh,
the?
it has to.
yeah, I watched that.
Yeah,
I watched
bro.
all 4 episodes.
Oh, you what? I gotta watch. I still gotta watch. What's it called? It's on HBO. I know.
On the set. Or,
on the set.
Quiet
yeah.
on the set.
Quiet on set.
Quiet.
I gotta see that, but I just keep seeing like stuff on social media about it, and I'm like, bro, this is my childhood. What the hell happened here? Like, I'm not surprised to be honest, because I feel like we've always heard about little things leaking out, but just hearing about like the Drake and Josh stuff, like I was like, whoa, that's
That's not.
Yeah, poor Drake.
yeah, that's insane. So I definitely gotta check that out. But it's funny, funny you brought that up. SpongeBob was I feel like SpongeBob is the reason why so many of us have problems these days, though. To be honest, and I mean that in like a respectful, healthy way.
Nah, it keeps us goofy, bro. We are like when life gets hard, bro. You have a SpongeBob reference, and you just like you get goofy.
Have you rewatched SpongeBob as an adult? This is a sidetrack right now. I feel like I gotta rewatch. I remember I watched a few episodes back when I turned 25 on my 25th birthday, and watching it as an adult is just something. It's something so like oddly more funny and satisfying about it, because some things as a kid goes over your head, but when you're an adult, you can catch it and you realize like, this is what I was watching as a kid.
See, but that's the problem, though. That's the whole issue of the show. Like they were putting the kids in suggestive things where adults would get it, but the kids didn't get it, and that's why it was causing controversy. You know what I mean? It's like
I mean,
like,
I feel like most shows do that though.
yeah, but then the main topic was like Dan Schneider,
Dan Schneider.
like
Fuck
bro,
Dan Schneider.
he did like some like cum shot joke, like it was bad. It was like
Oh, I
on
did.
Zoe 101, yeah, it was bad.
I did
Really?
not. I did not hear about
Like
that.
they're like fighting over the tube of the jelly, and it just like blows up, and it just like
Oh.
it was just bad. I was like, nah. They was doing too much.
I gotta rewatch some of these things. It's funny how they all like got added back onto like streaming platforms like Netflix and Peacock or whatever it was, and it's like everyone was excited because like, oh my god, my childhood shows are back on, and then they just start watching it and realize like, wait a minute, something's not right here.
Yeah, like this era is not good for kids right now. Whatever.
That's funny. I planned on showing my kids these shows one day, but I don't know. Maybe I'll have to.
Nah, I mean for the most part.
Have to
Honestly, well, cartoons is probably what you want to show them. Like that's the
SpongeBob for sure. SpongeBob's a classic.
Yeah.
That one's just.
I think I'd show my kids like Avatar, like that. I rewatched Avatar recently, and I was like, it's
Goated.
good rewatch.
But they try to ban the Panty Raid episode on SpongeBob, so you can show them that.
Really?
I can see where that caused a few problems. Panty Raid itself.
Panty Raid. Woo!
I don't know, but I feel like I remember watching it when I was younger. It's not that like you just knew it, like it was just a funny thing.
It's an iconic episode. I won't lie.
Yeah, like, he sneaks into his mom's room, like it's like embarrassing. Like,
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
The swears episode too. Now Ren and Stimpy was bad. Ren and Stimpy had a lot of suggestive stuff. So.
I didn't watch Ren and Stimpy, but yeah, I see clips from it. Like,
people also say like what's that show? It's a Cartoon Network show. The one with Mordecai and Rigby.
Regular show.
Regular show. Yeah, they say that one's just like all about like drugs and stuff, and it's just like.
Well, that's a classic.
I mean,
it's a very good show, but you know, I've just seen some stuff. So, like I said, any kid show is gonna get it. They're made by adults. What like I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
What are you gonna expect? Like
cartoons need to be accepted as like it's okay to have adults watch cartoons.
Yeah,
you know? There are some.
I mean, there are adult like Rick and Morty's an adult cartoon. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I know like BoJack Horseman.
Yeah,
Rick and Morty,
yeah.
But I feel as if it's
Damn.
like a lot of these creators, they use like they want these cartoons to be for adults, but they know they won't pass. So it's like they have to put it for kids, I guess. And I don't know. Hopefully, as things get accepted more,
Like I
there'll be
said,
more
once the boomers are gone.
appropriate television and stuff. Like even like animation in general is like disrespected art form as a whole. But
Yeah.
that's that's a different conversation.
Different conversation. But no, yeah, it's that was a quick sidetrack, but good talks, good chats. Anything else to add about, I don't know, just generations or anything you've noticed in your day to day? I just had to get that on my chest. I feel like, like I said, this episode was I was anticipating it because I had a lot of shit to say. So.
Nah, yeah, fuck the old people one last time.
Love your grandparents though. Love your parents. Love your grandparents. Show them respect. Don't go be disrespectful to elderly people.
No. I think I will say that it's not all older folks.
Yeah,
like
it's
I
not
have amazing bosses right now that are older, and I feel as if that they're teaching me a lot, and like they have I think there's like a host of knowledge that they have that is respectable. I think there's just other places as well where I think there's a need for a transition to different things.
Millennials, y'all ain't safe either. The way y'all be raising your kids right now, a lot of question marks on that one.
Oh, actually, that's also what I wanted to bring up.
It's a whole different conversation.
The kids these days are horrible.
Damn.
Or like horrible, bro. Like these, like I don't know if it was like COVID, like that just stunted their growth.
That's 100% what it was.
But like, I don't know, bro. Like, who raised y'all? Like, some of these kids are bad as fuck for no reason. Like, there's no. Maybe I'm sounding old now, but like, there's no respect or common decency. Like, there's just, I don't know, doing it for the internet, a lot of different stuff, and it's just like something's got to give, man. Like. So, like I don't know, like there's some badass kids out there.
Can I share a person?
We need to start beating kids again, bro.
I'll just say I think it is COVID, but go ahead, bro.
Like, hold on. Are we just gonna skip over that? This man just said we gotta start beating kids, child abuse.
Maybe a little whooping,
a little. Like, I don't know, bro.
No,
dude, that's the generational divide.
That's the generational divide.
We used to get whoopings, so.
No, I mean. Listen, I'm not going to go and expose myself, but I won't disagree with Edmund. I think there's a time and a place. Everyone has their right to raise their kids the way they want. But, yeah, man, I know what you mean. Just real quick, I want to sneak this in just because I'm going to use a personal anecdote. Because every time I think of the younger generation, I think of my nephew, naturally. He's 8 years old. I got this message from my sister, and she said, "Message from the assistant principal. Good morning. This is Miss." I'm gonna leave the name out. My nephew just earned a CR. I don't know what a CR is. I think it's like some sort of write-up. A CR for screaming, asking people to spell a word, and disrupting the group, and handed another student something that said, "Here are these nuts." Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was laughing my ass off because I'm just picturing my nephew, my 8-year-old nephew, just going around just screaming these nuts to people or writing it and giving it to people.
Little menace.
But also like I know my sister and I'm just wondering like how did this kid who told, like I know his parents and I'm like they're not saying my sister doesn't even know what these nuts mean. She's like she's the millennial generation. She's a little older. She knows how technology and social media and all that works, but I don't think she was really understand what these nuts mean. So I'm just like, where is this kid learning this? I'm not feeding him this information. Like, I know what these nuts are, but like, I'm not the one telling him this. So I'm just like, so Edmund, I know what you mean when like,
TikTok.
Yeah, like, but he doesn't have a phone. I don't understand it. I don't get it. He doesn't have a phone. Where would he be on TikTok? Like
what do you mean? He doesn't have like
he doesn't have his no
tablet or like.
I mean Well, I don't know. Is TikTok on a tablet?
There's a way.
Yeah,
there's a way. Because
I
know like he uses YouTube.
YouTube.
Like, yeah, I know he uses YouTube.
Oh, that's where he's probably watching Speed as we speak, bro. Like,
no, it's bad. I have a little cousin, bro. Like the TikToks that you just walk by in here and you're just like. You just want to take it back and make sure they don't hear it, but they already heard it. It's out. You know what I mean? They know.
Yeah,
It's bad.
it's funny to laugh about, but you recognize it is not the best. And no, yeah, like I said, my sister, millennial, we watching y'all. We see how y'all raising your kids. Do better. So
Maybe I'm just chatting. I don't think I'd beat my kids, but I think some kids.
no, stand.
Nah, you gave him a good pinch.
Yeah.
Give him a good pinch.
Stand on
Like, I
business,
feel as
Edward.
if-
Stand on business, bro. You
Yeah,
already
I
said
don't know
it.
if I want to. I'm too kind, bro. I don't want to be the enforcer. Might have to be.
I
obviously.
already told you guys my kid's gonna hate me because we hit in the pitch, the
That's
court.
a terrible mindset to
We hit,
have
bro.
already.
We hit it.
But
We hit in the pitch, the court so much that he's gonna.
Bro, they're
hate
trying
see
to
my
raise
face.
a generational athlete. So
My kid is going to the league. What league? Some league. They going to the league,
That's
bro.
crazy. Fair enough.
And he's gonna thank me for all the credit. Let me make sure.
He's gonna hate you. But
No, exactly. He's gonna hate me, but nah, all jokes. But
he's
it's
not
just
joking,
fun.
bro. He means the shit. It's like, don't let him fool you, bro.
I'll
Pray for Brawley's future children.
I'm gonna be one of those parents where it's like where the kid always says like, yeah, my dad never really said I loved you to me. I'm gonna be one of those parents.
Oh my
No.
god,
Bro, you guys hear this guy?
Yo, relax. Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be earned. It's like if I say it, it's gonna be earned. It's like you really deserved it.
No. Thank God he'll have some uncles that'll really
Yeah,
love
exactly.
him.
We'll make
Exactly,
Love,
see?
love him for him.
Balance. If y'all saying all the saying all the I loves you, I gotta take it away from him. Keep him humble. So or her,
I
whatever it
guess.
is.
We're gonna do the same thing with Valorant. You're not getting 30 kills a game. Like, who do you
Yeah.
think you are?
I was never enough for my dad.
Who
That raised Michael
You're not
Jordan, bro.
radiant.
who sent that
You're
TikTok?
not radiant at 10 years old.
I was gonna say, didn't you send that TikTok, Edwin? It was like this guy was preparing his 2-year-old to already learn keyboard and mouse or some shit.
That's
Like-
gonna be me. Oh,
Well,
yeah,
just
okay.
know, just
You gotta
know.
see if he's a shooter. You never know. Like, you gotta test him in sports and if he's a shooter.
Well, y'all coming at me,
Music.
but y'all want your kids to join a toxic ass community, a gaming toxic community at a young age, and you're coming at me.
I guess.
I mean, I was raised in this, so.
Yeah, look how that
I don't
turned
know if
out.
that makes me feel.
Exactly, I was gonna say, look how that turned out. Like,
I was raised in it, bro.
I don't
It
know if that
molded
makes
me.
me. Is that a good example?
I was telling people to get shit on since I was like 13.
You're a lovely child, Gio. Or you're a lovely man, bro. How about that?
I wouldn't be mad if my kid turned out like Gio. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't
Come
be
on,
mad.
I'm
Wait,
sure.
You said would or wouldn't?
I said I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad if my kid turned out like
appreciate it.
Gio. I wouldn't be mad.
That's nice of you to say.
Would
bro.
I be disappointed about league dreams? Maybe, but I wouldn't be
Oh,
disappointed.
okay.
Sports. I'm
There's-
talking
there's
sports. I'm
different
talking
leagues.
sports. I'm talking about sports. I'm
Call,
talking
Call
about
of Duty League, bro. He'll be that kind.
That's
of
okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay if he ends up being a gamer.
A lot of it is just having an OG and stuff and pushing people. Like,
That's
pushing,
true.
Like, if you have an OG, like, it helps a lot.
Just know if my kid's calling the sticks, I'm sending him to Gio. I'm sending him your way, Gio. Like you're his like you're his coach or her coach.
I got you.
Get him there.
Hmm.
It's all about
We all
the
have
tournaments.
specialties. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna wrap it up. I feel like we went on a few side tangents.
Yeah.
But that was fun. I don't
If
know.
your parents don't
Podcast.
love you, just know that I love you. Okay?
Yeah. You are
It's
loved.
not the same, but you are loved.
If your parents
So
don't love
sorry.
you, do better.
Oh my god.
In the podcast.
Cut the
Yeah,
mic,
cut
cut
the
the
mic,
mic, cut the
sorry,
mic, cut the
sorry
mic,
they
cut
don't
the
love
mic.
you, but I'm
Cut the
sure
mic, cut
you're
the mic, cut the
lovely.
mic.
Last thing I want to share, actually, we didn't talk about it. The dunk,
Oh,
insane.
that's a real athlete right there. A real legend in the making.
Yeah,
It's a Shadow Realm.
not gonna lie. I was a fan from when he came in the league, and this just made me. I didn't think I could like him even after seeing that dunk. I was like, wow, that's. I somehow love Anthony Edwards even more. That was insane. I like John Collins. Pray for that man, because
That's his legacy now.
what
He
he
got a he got
Bro.
a concussion after getting dunked on. That's so crazy.
like what he did to that man should have been borderline illegal. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like I need
all his might in that dunk too. I heard his hand and shit.
like I actually need that poster. Like everyone says it's a poster dunk. Yeah, I actually want the poster of that. Like that's crazy. Crazy. I didn't even see it live. I wish I had seen it live. Oh my god. Insane. Sorry, I had to share that. I had to get that off my chest too.
Nope. I'm glad
But
to hear.
I don't know. Anything else you guys want to share before we end it up? And
No, it's a pleasure.
all right, guys. We'll catch you next week. As always, Fridays 9 p.m. Same thing. Follow our socials. They're down there. Yeah.
See you later.
Peace
Thank
out.
y'all for watching.
Cut the mic.
Kiwi available. Dorch, Adrian,
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mr.
tuning in.
Warlord.
Warlord. Anybody else that's rocking with us?
God's
And
not.
fuck a McRib, bro. I
Jose,
never had a McRib.
appreciate you.
I never had a McRib.
Someone said Cat's going nuts. I didn't even see him. Was he going nuts?
Nah, he was licking his cooch. Or
he
licking
was going
himself.
crazy, bro. He was pleasuring himself. That's for sure.
Pokemon posted, yeah. The OG.
Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all
Thank you
for
for the
watching.
forge.
Thank you for the follows.
Yeah, thank you for the follow.
We'll catch you. Oh, we gotta start.
Robin?
We can talk post.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to cut the stream. Peace. Have a good night,
All right,
everyone.
peace out,
Thanks for
stream.
tuning
y'all.
out.
Good night.